Florida State just landed the #1 player in the transfer portal at their greatest position of need. Things were heating up in Tallahassee, but they're absolutely scalding right now, and it doesn't look like things are cooling off anytime soon. Hey guys, thanks for checking out the channel. Thanks for watching this video. And make sure you're subscribed and comment below as we celebrate this massive commitment for the Noles. I promise you, more is coming on the way. Big shout out today for Garnet and Gold. They are the reason we're able to bring you this content, and we're truly appreciative of them and their support. If you're shopping for FSU gear, whether it be for a friend, family member, or yourself, you should only be shopping at garnetandgold.com. They have the best products and better customer service. They give back to not only Florida State University's boosters, but its efforts through NIL as well. And right now you can save 15% at checkout by using code NOSLAW. That's NOSLAW. 15% off at checkout. They have the best products on the market. Make sure you're supporting them. We appreciate them supporting us. FSU picked up a commitment from the #1 overall transfer in the On3 rankings when Fentrell Cypress picked the Seminoles. According to 247 Sports, he's the #2 best overall player in the portal. So the sites are in agreement. He's truly elite. He is a 6-foot big corner that is an absolute shutdown guy. He had 23 tackles and 13 passes defended this year. Don't let those stats get to you, though. Guys aren't throwing his way. Cypress was a second-team All-ACC honor for UVA this year. And like I said, he was shut down. He's big, he's lengthy, he moves super well. And do you want to take a guess at how many touchdowns he allowed in coverage this year? 0. A goose egg. None. He's a massive upgrade for an FSU secondary that struggled at times. Renardo Green and Greedy Vance did flash at certain points, and Jerrion Jones improved toward the latter half of the year. He's a guy that really did step up his game year over year. And I'm pretty happy for Jones because he had a lot of doubters and there were a lot of guys that were saying that he shouldn't be on the field and should be playing. So very happy for Jones. Obviously had the big interception against UF. Duke Cooper had some nice moments, but his injuries and inconsistencies from other guys made that part of the defense a weakness. With Cypress, that's not the case anymore, though. The secondary is going to take a major step forward because he's a true #1 shutdown corner. Florida State now has a dude on the outside, and it's really going to pay off for that defense. We have to give a massive hat tip and shout out to Adam Fuller, who took the lead on this recruitment. Ohio State, Auburn, LSU, and UCLA were all pushing super hard here, and the Noles were able to hold all of those premier programs off. Again, 2 SEC schools, Ohio State, who is a shoo-in for the playoff every year. Florida State was able to show where they are in the pecking order for transfers, and that's pretty impressive. Big hat tip to Adam Fuller, who a lot of people have doubted from a coaching perspective, but he's showing you can get it done on the recruiting field, and his defenses have got better and better every single year. Fentrell picking the Noles signals 2 things. One, the Noles are an absolute destination when it comes to the transfer portal. I think you guys know that. We've done several videos on the transfer portal over the last few weeks. This is not FSU's first pickup, as they picked up Jaheim Bell and others through the portal. But this is huge, and it shows that they can not only get the pretty good guys, but the absolute best that there is. It doesn't get any better than #1 overall. And #2, this defense is going to be a lot better in 2023. They had their moments in 2022, but there was some concern that the defense would maybe cost the offense some games this upcoming year like they did the year before. I'm not saying the defense is all the way back yet or is going to be on the level of the offense, but when you can improve your weakest position and when you can improve that secondary, which was a struggle at times, it makes everything easier. Florida State's defense is going to continue to get better. And with a guy like Cypress, who is a shutdown, true #1 overall, that may happen quicker than you think. What happens is Cypress can now take that #1 responsibility, and you're not having to rotate guys. We thought that maybe Duke Cooper would be that last year for the Noles. Unfortunately, with his injuries, that just didn't really materialize. Renardo Green did get better as the year went on, and we mentioned him earlier. And then other guys were pretty plug and play and able to give you some good quality reps down the stretch. But when you can put that number one responsibility on one guy, Fentrell Cypress is who that's going to be this year for all intent and purposes. When you can put that responsibility on that one guy, it lets everyone else kind of flow into a more natural position. You can keep Vance in that slot. You can use Kevin Noles in that nickel position. You can use other guys like Jones and Renardo Green on that number 2 receiver, and you can start to play a little bit more in your natural positions if you're those guys. It's going to be huge for the Noles to have that position taken care of. Think about it similarly to defensive end. When Jared Verse was able to come in and be your absolute stud defensive end edge rusher, it let everybody else play in a little bit more of a natural position. Same thing with Jermaine Johnson the year before. It let other guys shine because he was that focal point. And it's the same thing in our secondary now. It's a huge pickup for the Noles. It shows who they are and where they are. All in all, a great day. Maybe even an elite day as the Noles pick up the best player in the portal, and the run that they're going to make in 2023 gets more and more serious. Mike Norvell knows this team is gearing up for that run, and they just took a big step towards the goals that they have for 2023 with this pickup. Not trying to predict that a playoff run is coming just yet, but I think this team is certainly making a run at the ACC. They're certainly making a run at being in that conversation here with Fentrell Cypress. I think it's interesting to kind of watch things as they develop. I think the Noles are in a really, really good position to continue to pick up elite talent. And I think that because what they've done in the portal and the track record they have there over the last 2 years, FSU has shown that they're not only a destination, but now they can be really, really picky about who they want. And guys are rushing to try and get into this class before the Noles fill up. There's only a limited number of scholarships. They're not taking 15 guys in the portal. And I think targets know that at this point. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We have a lot more content coming out soon. Recruiting and the portal are just getting started. This stuff is going to continue to roll the Noles way. We're going to continue to stay hot in the portal and bring you up to the second information. So make sure you're subscribed. Comment your thoughts below. I would love to know what your thoughts are on the Noles picking up the number 1 transfer prospect in the nation, Fentrell Cypress from UVA, a transfer that was a second-team All-ACCer. And then make sure you're supporting Garnet and Gold. GarnetandGold.com, NOSLAW, NOSLAW, to save 15% on your order. Appreciate them. Appreciate you guys. It won't be long, and we'll be back on here talking about another commit. So stay tuned and stay subscribed. TJ Pittenger here. Go Noles.